My first cigar. I saw it in the window. I said, I want to try it. So I bought it. I took it home. And in my bedroom, I figured it out. Hooked ever since. Nobody helped me. Nobody taught me. I figured it out. Well, be the person you wish you had. So, here we are. Cigar. This is the foot. It'll be the cherry. The head. The cap. The most unnerving part about a cigar is cutting it. There are three types of cutters that you can get. You can get a straight cut. You can get a punch. Or you can get a cat's eye. I personally prefer the cat's eye. The punch is nice. I just don't particularly care for the draw I usually get. Straight cut's usually the way that most people cut their cigars. The trick is you just want to take off the cap and not too much around it. Because if you take off too much around it, little bits come off, it unravels. It's not quite as much of a pleasurable experience. So, the hardest part is making sure they got the right depth. And that's where people get, oh, yeah, and then they just take off a good portion, and then it all falls apart, and then it's just a bad experience. You don't want to do that. So, trick. Odds are, wherever you get your cigar, the cutters that will be available will be a straight cut. So, you take a dime, you put it on the table, open the cutter, place it over top of the dime. The dime is just the right width that if you put your cigar on top of it and you close the cutter, it will take off just the cap. Until you have an idea how you can do it on your own, it's a good little cheat. Especially if there's nobody around to impress. Which, by the way, you shouldn't be impressing anybody. You should be doing it because you enjoy it. You can light your cigar with a regular lighter or a torch. Torches are faster, more efficient. I started with a lighter. I'm used to a lighter. I prefer a lighter. It's up to you. First things first, your cigar is cold. You can smell it. Get a little wet. Gets it nice and ready. If you lick all the way to the end, it kind of helps the burn go all the way down, keep it even. That's if you're wanting to smoke it for a long time. Well, it's for any time you smoke it, but if you want to just sit and enjoy a cigar for 2 hours, you kind of want to make sure it stays even all the way down. The cigar is going to change flavor the further in it gets. The hotter the tobacco, the closer the smoke, it just changes everything. Some people get really into the taste. It's a cigar for me. I also drink a lot of Diet Coke, so don't listen to me. My most important feature when smoking a cigar is to make sure that the draw is good. You're getting a lot of smoke, that you're getting a lot of production, as it were. very, very important piece is to make sure that you do not inhale. You will get sick and you will throw up. Do not inhale. You are not ready for that. Just trust me. Anyway, so your cigar is cold. You don't want to light a cold cigar immediately. Take your lighter, toast it. Not really lighting it, just getting it warmed up. Little tendrils of smoke. Kind of opens everything. Gets the scent. Alright, so when you have it in your mouth, you want to just open and close your mouth over top of it. You don't even really want to suck too much. You just want to get air moving. Make sure you're rotating it in your fingers so that you're getting a nice even burn. So again, it'll stay nice and even. You want a nice, clean, concentric circle going all the way down. Sometimes it burns faster, sometimes there's a sunspot, sometimes it just, but hopefully it'll burn all the way down. Okay? You ready? Don't do that. Don't do that. I can't. Because, well, I've been doing it a long time. Don't do that. Anyway, so you got it nice and lit all the way around. You can see the whole stick is lit up every time you puff. Half the fun is playing with the smoke. Taste it, savor it, pair it, you know, nice whiskey, beer, whatever. Again, don't do that. I'm sorry. Just can't help myself. Oh, it's what I do. But don't do that. Whatever you do, just don't. Promise. You'll get there. It's not your first one, okay? Anyway, so when you're really smoking a cigar, you park it in your jaw. That's where you can't be afraid of it. You gotta stick it all the way back in there, in your molars, facing straight out. Should be a nice little indentation in there. Sits nice and firm. There we go. There we go. Good boy. Especially if you're not a smoker. The nicotine rush is a lot. So, like I said, don't inhale. You'll get plenty of nicotine in just playing with the smoke, and especially the spit. Remember to spit. I recommend having some sort of spit receptacle. That's where most of the tobacco lives and stays, and it just sits there in your mouth and you just get even more high off the nicotine. That's what makes you sicker. So don't do that. Just make sure you spit. It's also hot as fuck. The more you smoke, you'll favor a side. It's just which side of your mouth you normally smoke out of. Mine's the left. And you just enjoy a cigar. Okay. So, if you look all the way around, see it's not terribly even. It's drawn kind of funny. So, it's coming down really far over here. Get it wet. And you wet just underneath it. That'll slow that burn down just a little bit. There is no rule that says that you have to finish a cigar once you light it. The nice thing about a cigar, especially since you pay so much for them, is that you can set it down and it will go out, and then you pick it up the next day, you ash it off, and you can smoke it again. Is it going to taste as good as the first time? No, not by any stretch. But it's still a cigar, it's still good smoke, and you paid a lot of money for it, so make sure you get your value out. I bought a spittoon just for this. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it motivates you to go out there and buy your first cigar.